Happy Friday, YouTube land. Welcome to my world of fun. I'm not going to be before y'all very long, but I do want to come before you all with something, particularly some Dolly content. And I decided to pick up Carson because I haven't played with Carson for a while. I mean, it's been a long while. I've had him in this car seat with the little net that I was blessed with from one of my Facebook and YouTube supporters. She's also my reborn artist. Her name is Bessie Smiley. This little net right here is actually covering the car seat, but it's bought really for a stroller. But I use it for the car seat because lately I haven't really put any of my baby dolls in a stroller. And I use the net basically whenever I go out and about, and if I decide to take Carson with me or any of the dolls, um, the net protects them from other people being able to just reach for the doll without any type of blocking. Um, I prefer for people to ask permission from me before touching any of the dolls. And it's not that I don't trust people, it's just a thing of respect. And the fact is, they really don't know if it's a real person behind that net or a doll. And more than likely, if they don't know me, they think it's a real baby. Now, people who know me and they know the age of my grandbaby, at least the age of my biological grandbaby, they know that more than likely it's a doll. And still, in order to get respect, you have to give respect, show respect for yourself, right? So that net right there lets them know I demand respect for my dogs. You don't just reach and touch without my permission. And usually uh, I'm pretty open. I'm an open-minded person when it comes to my dogs. I even let children touch my dogs. I just don't like for people to just jump up and do whatever they want to do without my permission. So that's why I have that net. So today, me giving you a little Dolly content, I am going to finally get Carson out of this outfit that he has worn forever because I absolutely love it. Um, I believe I got this outfit from, I would say it's like a garage sale, but it wasn't a garage sale from a yard. It was Burlington Coat Factory's old building. They had turned it into a little weekend thrift store, and they had a whole bunch of stuff in there, and it included infant and children clothes. And so I was there. I was actually shopping uh, across the street from it. It was a Dollar Tree across the street. And then I saw these people outside of the old Burlington Coat Factory store going in and out of it. And so I had inquired what was going on. They was coming out with carts full of items and furniture and figurines and stuff. I didn't know what was going on. And so it was explained to me that it was a little thrift store going on there for just that weekend. And the proceeds went for some other type of bigger I can't think of the choice of words I'm trying to think of now, but they was doing like a funding for something else. So the money that they made from us buying the items and stuff, it went towards a bigger cause. And I forgot what that bigger cause was at that time, because that was like, what, almost a year ago now. And yeah, so I got this entire outfit from that time. This pair of pants and the little sweater that I already tossed over there. And then the little cute onesie. Let me bring Carson a little bit closer. Cute little onesie that he's sporting. It has a pretty colorful giraffe and turtle and a little chicken, little baby chicken or duck or whatever. And yeah, and it fits him perfectly. I want to say this is a size newborn. It's been so long since I've changed him. I really don't remember what size he wear. But let me just take a quick look. Yeah, NB stands for newborn. So I'm going to also do a little feeding. I already have my little vinegar, my white vinegar and warm water in a bottle. I microwave the water, maybe about 35 seconds. So it's warm, but it's not hot. And that's what I'm gonna do. This was painted and bought by the original owner, Carla Boone, Queen Carla Boone, that I met on Facebook. This doll was once her own doll, but she sold her to me for a very reasonable price. I believe this doll is a Alveda full body silicone doll, and she installed the drinking wet system into this doll. And I paid under $300 for him. And I have no regrets at all. He is anatomically correct, so he is created by his sculptor to be a boy, and he's a very boy, y'all, very boy. I couldn't even show y'all on purpose on YouTube because I could get in trouble with YouTube, because that's just how well the sculptor created this doll. So we're going to put this onesie on him. It's like I guess you could say it's black and like a rust orange color stripe. Has the little gray around the neckline. There's a couple of reasons why I don't handle this doll a whole lot. One, it is full body silicone. Two, I don't want to cause any damages to happen to his body. I don't want any tears, nothing like that. And three, it's just not necessary to handle him every day. I mean, I don't even handle this dog every week, let alone every day. I'm perfectly satisfied with dressing him when I do. I put him in the car seat, and when I want to see him, I look at him, and I am satisfied just from that visual. I don't have to touch him. But I was watching our queen at E.T. Baby's channel, and she was rooting Pickles, and she made me miss Carson just watching her take care of Pickles today. Shout out to E.T. Babies, and I just want to let you know that you are well loved and missed whenever you're not able to come and address your Martians that are very supportive of you and everything. And I am still hoping the best for you. Um, you finding the perfect place for you and Pickles. And happy to hear that you and your fiance are still making it work, still persevering in spite of the storms that you both have been through for the last year. And I just want to let you know that you're not alone in dealing with unexpected storms in your life and everything. Um, some storms just affect some people more than others, but you're not alone. And I just want you to know that we are hoping for the very best for you and your family. With that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and put these little soft bottom infant gym shoes back on Carson, just because I just like to see him in little soft bottom shoes. Actually, Carla gave me some cute little soft bottom baby um, walking shoes. And I like them on him too, but I like this even more so because it says baby. And I'm not sure where I got these little soft bottom gym shoes from because I'm always picking up stuff. So it could have been from one of the thrift stores. Um, I don't think I bought it from Walmart. I'm not going to say I didn't because I honestly just don't remember where I got them from. But they could have came from uh, this place called Kids Spot. I think it's called Kids Stop or Kids Spot that I go to as well. And I buy what they call like uh second second uh second hand stuff. They receive donations from people, and they resell it, gently used clothes and everything from real children. And I'm gonna go ahead and feed Carson. This bottle originally is called Parents Choice. This also came from his original owner, Carla Boone. And I just used the same bottle that she included with him when I purchased him. And I like it. It works out. I should have put like a towel up under his chin. Let me show y'all how much water I have in there. And then I'm gonna feed him so y'all can see how much he takes in. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this up under him. Put this little onesie up under his chin just to catch the excess water, so I don't get his onesie all wet up time I put it on him. And let's go ahead, and his drinking wet system is still working. I see the little bubbles forming. He's drinking kind of slow, probably because I haven't used it in a while. I noticed that when I play with him more often, the drinking wet system works right away. But if I wait a while, like it's been like a couple of months since I've touched him at all. I mean, I literally haven't touched this doll in at least 2 or 3 months. So it's gonna take a minute for the drinking wet system to say, "Oh, she's playing with me today." So I see some bubbles. Come on, come on, come on. He has a nice little weight to him. I haven't touched him in a while, so I have to adjust to holding his head up and things like that. My hand actually is working really hard and holding the weight of his head up because I have played with some of the other dolls that's not nearly as heavy as this doll. So it's kind of like holding a real baby almost, where you have to be mindful of the head. You don't think really that deep about your typical doll because most of their heads are not heavy and you don't think that deep. But with this silicone doll in particular, his head is heavy to feel more realistic. So, like when you holding a real baby, you're not thinking, oh, forget about the head, right? You're very conscious of the head because you know that, well, what a real baby is real. And it's just common sense to hold up a real child's head. So it's common sense to hold up this doll's head too because it's heavy like that. And if I don't, it's just going to fall back. And then that can cause a rip or tear in the doll's neck. So don't want to do that. How many of y'all watch other channels on YouTube besides our Dolly channels? Well, I am one of those people. I support a lot of other channels that has nothing to do with dolls and things like that. And so I'm not going to say the name of this particular channel that I was watching today, but um, pretty much the channel was created to help men, to educate men about relationships and things like that, and pitfalls and stuff that men can fall into in relationships. And I understand that because there's a lot of support that women get in general, not just on YouTube, but just in the world today. Women in general are given a lot of support, a lot of advice, a lot of help with different things. And I do understand that men are not always they're not always cared for in the way that women are cared for. Um, and I support that channel. And most of the time, I am in agreement with the channel creator and everything. But today, well, when I saw this particular video, I don't know if it was recorded today or not, but he had a woman on there, and my guess is to have a different opinion. Maybe a lot of the women on his channel, maybe they emailed him, maybe they said, well, why don't you get a woman on there, so that she could kind of um, I'm not, I don't know if they asked him to have the woman on there to challenge his views or just to have a woman's point of view on some of the views that he had. But anyway, I thought it was a good idea and everything. But hopefully, the purpose of him having her on there reflected the outcome. Um, I felt like the woman did a really really good job. I understand why she was trying to be very careful in her expression, but she still spoke on both sides. She spoke for men and she spoke for women. She did not put down women, and I didn't hear her put down men either. Um, so I really enjoyed that, and I commented a few times, and I had actually got some positive feedback from my own comments the last time I checked on that video. So I'm glad that nobody, took me the wrong way or anything. I just felt like I think the guest should have had the opportunity to express herself a little bit more. I feel like she wasn't able to really talk the way she wanted to because the channel creator interrupted her a few times. It was almost as if he wanted her to say more of the things how he would have expressed himself if he had been by himself without her being his special guest in that video. So yeah, I just feel like both men and women should be responsible in their marriages, in their relationships. And if the man is courting or dating a woman that is honest enough to let him know that she is broken, she has had these different traumatic things that has happened to her in her childhood or whatever, that has caused some issues in her life, and it may even affect their marriage, particularly in the bedroom, I think that that man has choices. He should not feel obligated to marrying that woman, if he feel like that might be an issue in marriage. Instead of him thinking he's gonna be her hero, he's gonna be her doctor, he's gonna be her psychiatrist. Because a lot of times they still marry these people because they thinking that they can change them, that things gonna change and all that. Just like when a woman is dating or courting a man, and she sees his potential, but she gets that mixed up with the reality. Yeah, you can see a person's potential in being a good husband or a good wife, but if the reality is there about people, if they share their reality, don't go into a committed relationship, marriage, thinking that you can change people, because most of the time that doesn't happen. Change happens after somebody is fully and wholly healed and delivered and set free from whatever situation that needs to be changed. Um, you get what you ask for before marriage in most cases, because when people change, it's because God changed them. It's not because you change. We can't change nobody. Can't no man change no woman. Can't no woman change no man. God has to do the changing. And when you in a lifetime marriage with somebody, you taking in everything. You are accepting her past, her present, her future, and in the same way with the woman. The woman is accepting that man's past, present, and future. Both people are. It's risky, very risky. It's a 50-50 chance that their lives going to improve for the better, and it's a 50-50 chance their lives are not going to improve for the better. And so I think, getting back to that video I was watching today, I think that's what the female uh, sex therapist was basically saying. She wasn't trying to put the blame on the man, and she wasn't trying to put the blame on the woman. And a lot of times when people are defending for men, they're trying to put the 100% blame on the woman. But my thing is, there's a lot of wounded women out there, and a lot of times it has much deeper things going on than what the surface reveals. From the surface, it might look like the woman's trying to have this certain control going on. That might be the surface look, but it's a lot of times there's a lot deeper issues going on, and sometimes professional counseling and stuff like that is needed, even after marrying people. Sometimes people they're for it before marriage, and then after marriage they expect the marriage to just heal itself. They expect for people to just comply and yada yada yada. But no, whatever it took before you married her, if you was into therapy, professional therapy, you might have to continue that even in the marriage. You have to do whatever it takes. Whatever you did to get that woman's trust, you got to do whatever it takes to keep that woman's trust. And vice versa. You marry a man that's been through some stuff, and y'all went to counseling and therapy together. You might have to keep that up even in the marriage. You can't expect for that man to heal and be okay for an entire marriage journey just because you saw past his flaws and his shortcomings when you were courting, and now you want to pay attention to these things more in the marriage, because marriage, as people know, it's going to bring the best in you and it's going to bring the worst in you, because you have signed up for the rest of your life. When you sign up for something for the rest of your life, you're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. This stuff is going to happen. in a marriage. So when people go into a marriage and they act like they're shocked and they want to jump up and file for a divorce, they want to run for cover because they want to act like they didn't know. In that situation, shame on them. I would agree with the men if they feel like that's what's going on in their marriage. The woman has jumped up and just want to divorce them because she want to act like she didn't know. She want to act like there's just no point in trying. I agree with the men in that case because most women are the ones that file for divorce. If she being immature and unreasonable, yeah, that's wrong. But sometimes the men they will divorce, and they can divorce for petty reasons as well. So I just think everybody needs to be mature before going into a marriage. And furthermore, to end that topic in my video, I wish that just like how they have schools to educate people about every important job in the world, I think it should be a school for marriages and raising children. I think those are the two most important topics, more important than these other careers. I'm not saying that you don't need these careers to make money, to take care of your family, but my goodness, we need to raise whole children. We need to be able to mold them to be fit for society, to be fit to be future wives and husbands, parents, you know. And as a whole, we don't value that as much as we value everything else. And I hope I'm articulating myself to the best of my ability. You know, I'm a better writer than I am a speaker. And Carson has finished his bottle of water, y'all. He finished it. And yeah, I just feel like there should be more education and training for other matters in life that's way more important than just an education on jobs and careers. It should be a school called marriage, a school called parenting, so people don't grow up screwed up. You know, kids grow up screwed up and they become adults and they become these husbands and wives that are screwed up. They screw up their lives. And these are the deeper issues that we're dealing with in a lot of um, these traumatic experiences in childhood that leads to traumatic experiences and broken marriages and broken hearts and communications that's not dealt with, you know, poor communications between adults and stuff. And it's because there's not a school to educate people about this stuff. People go into this stuff, and what I'm doing, I'm patting him as if I'm burping him, but I'm letting the fluids go down all the way down into his feeding tube that was installed inside of him, letting all the water go down. And then after I get off the phone, off this video, I am going to change Carson's pamper, put a fresh pamper on him because this one is officially soaking wet because he took in the whole bottle. So what goes in gotta come right back out, right? And I only use vinegar in his water because his original owner, she advised me how to take care of this particular silicone doll. I'm sure some silicone dolls are different than others. This is not a Claire Taylor silicone doll, so maybe those dolls can be taken care of in a different way. But with this doll, she advised me to just use vinegar, and that's it. And it has worked out for me and this silicone baby. So I am going to end this video. And thank you all for stopping by, for listening to my chit chat, listening to my opinion about the video that I watched earlier. Let me know in the comments if you want to add to what I said. My views about what the therapist, she was particularly a sex therapist in this video, and she was talking about, the topic was about sexless marriages that basically, where there has not been any type of intimacy. And one in particular, I think it was like a whole 3 year stretch. And just let me know what y'all think about that. And one day, I'm really trying to fit in this other type of topic with my own channel. I have Mrs. Sheila's World of Fun and Inspiration, so it's kind of hard to put in serious issues like that on my channel, because most people that's on my channel that are subscribers, they are subscribed to see my dolls. They are subscribed to hear the word of God, whether it's through a devotion or a Bible or whatever God gives me to talk about. So I'm not sure how would I incorporate more serious issues into my channel. And I do understand why some people have even created a second channel, because they don't want to deviate from the original purpose of their channel. So I don't know how I'm going to incorporate other things. I might end up opening up a different channel for that reason, and just to see how well it goes. And that way I can still keep my dolly channel, still keep the inspiration that I have with the dolls and stuff, and just do more serious stuff in a different channel. So I'm just throwing it out there, just ideas, and things like that. And hey, 2024 is almost over. Who knows? God might give me a second channel to open up for 2025, and it will deal with more serious topics, and still things that we need to talk about, things that's really true. I mean, they're really serious concerns and things like that. Why do women do the things that they do? Why do men do the things that they do? And yeah, what can we do as the human race to save us? To save marriages, save relationships, protect our children in every way, love our children and protect them and mold them to be uh, the people that we've raised them to be. I think most parents raise their kids to be fit for society. We don't sit back and think of our children as being unworthy to be in a world that we want to call a safe place, which we do know our world is not a safe place. It's far from safe. But what can we do to raise the new generation that's coming up, these new real babies out there? What can we do as mothers and fathers, as parents, as wives, as fathers, as husbands, to ensure that the next generation of marriages don't end in divorce and abuse and spousal neglect and all the other negative things that goes along with life in general? What can we do to make life better in the future? What can we do? Maybe some of y'all want to take a plunge in the comments and answering some of those questions. Just take a plunge. I mean, you're not gonna be judged or anything. Just tell me what do you think. Don't forget to like this video. Until the next time. And I love you all. Remember, God loves you even more. And have a very blessed Friday, blessed weekend. Love on each other. Improve in your communication. And just draw closer and closer to God, who is always there for us. He always has an ear for us. Always remember that. All we have to do is just take the time out and talk to him. Bye-bye. Want to say bye-bye? Now he wants to go to sleep. He is ready to go to nap. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.